Do you ever get that feeling? You know, the one where you finally get home, close the door, and just let out a huge sigh of relief? It's like the whole world melts away, and you can finally just be. If you're someone who genuinely loves staying in, who prefers a quiet night at home over a big social gathering, you might have wondered, is there something wrong with me? Well, let me tell you right now. Not only is it perfectly normal, but there's some fascinating psychology behind why we feel this way. Today, we are rediving deep into the minds of homebodies and exploring the real reasons why staying home feels so good. It's not just about being lazy or antisocial. It's about how our brains are wired, how we manage our energy, and our fundamental need for a safe space. So let's clear up a common misconception right away. Liking to be alone at home doesn't automatically make you an introvert. While many introverts do find their energy replenished by solitude, this preference for home is something even extroverts can experience. The key concept here is social exhaustion. Think of your social energy like a phone battery. Every interaction, every conversation, every little social cue you have to read drains that battery. For some, the battery is huge and recharges quickly. For others, it's smaller and takes longer to get back to full power. Social exhaustion happens when your battery hits zero. You feel drained, irritable, and just want to retreat. Home is the charging station. It's where you plug yourself back in, free from the demands of social performance. It's a universal human experience, not just a personality trait. So what's happening in our brains when we choose to stay in? A big part of it comes down to a neurotransmitter you've probably heard of, dopamine. Dopamine is often called the feel-good chemical, but it's more accurately the motivation chemical. It drives us to seek rewards. For some people, the novelty of a party, meeting new people, or trying a new restaurant triggers a big dopamine hit. Their brains are wired to find these external experiences highly rewarding. But for others, the reward system is tuned differently. The dopamine release comes from more low-key, predictable activities. Finishing a chapter of a good book, mastering a level in a video game, cooking a delicious meal, or simply organizing a messy drawer. These activities provide a steady, reliable stream of small dopamine rewards without the stress and unpredictability of a big social event. Your brain learns that home is a place where it can get these satisfying rewards with minimal risk and effort. It becomes a cycle. You feel good at home, so you're motivated to stay home, which makes you feel good. This brings us to the core of it all, the feeling of safety. Our homes are more than just physical structures. They are our psychological sanctuaries. From an evolutionary perspective, having a safe, predictable nest was crucial for survival. It was a place to rest, recover, and be safe from predators. That ancient instinct is still very much alive in our modern brains. When you're at home, you're in a completely controlled environment. You decide who comes in, what you listen to, what you watch, what you eat. You don't have to worry about judgment, unexpected social demands, or navigating unfamiliar territory. This control creates a profound sense of mental and emotional safety. Your nervous system can switch out of its high-alert, fight or flight mode and into the rest and digest state. This is when real recovery happens. Your mind can wander, process thoughts and emotions from the day, and simply decompress without any external pressure. It's a space where you can be your most authentic self, without any masks or social pretenses. Let's talk more about that idea of recovery. Socializing isn't just emotionally draining, it's also cognitively demanding. When you're talking to someone, your brain is working overtime. It's processing their words, their tone of voice, their body language. It's formulating your own responses, trying to be engaging, and managing the impression you're making. All of this requires a huge amount of cognitive resources. It's like running multiple complex programs on a computer at the same time. After a while, the system starts to lag. You might find it harder to focus, to find the right words, or even to follow the conversation. This is cognitive fatigue. Being at home allows your brain to shut down all those extra programs. It's a cognitive reboot. You can engage in activities that are less demanding, like watching a familiar movie or listening to music, which allows those overworked parts of your brain to rest and recover. This is why, after a long week of meetings and social obligations, a weekend with no plans can feel so incredibly restorative. You're not just resting your body, you're resting your mind. So, the big question is being a homebody healthy? The answer is a resounding yes, as long as it's a choice and not a result of fear. There is a crucial difference between choosing solitude for rejuvenation and avoiding social situations out of anxiety or depression. Choosing to stay home because it genuinely makes you feel happy, rested, and content is a form of self-care. It's about honoring your own needs for energy management and emotional regulation. It shows you're in tune with yourself. However, if you find yourself staying home because you're afraid of going out, if the thought of social interaction fills you with dread, or if you feel isolated and lonely despite being at home, that might be a sign of something more serious, like social anxiety. In those cases, it's incredibly important to reach out and talk to someone. A friend, a family member, or a mental health professional can provide support and help you find strategies to feel more comfortable in the world. But for the majority of people who simply love their own space, embrace it. There's nothing wrong with creating a life that feels good to you, even if it looks different from someone else's. Your home is your castle, your charging station, and your sanctuary. It's a place to be authentically, wonderfully you. So next time you joyfully cancel plans to curl up on the couch, don't feel guilty. You're not being antisocial. You're being smart. You're managing your energy, rewarding your brain, and giving yourself the psychological safety you need to thrive. The world will still be there tomorrow, but your peace of mind is right here, right now. What's your favorite thing about staying home? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you recharge. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this little dive into our minds, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.